Championship Wrestling, bringing you great wrestling action, sanctioned by the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance.
Welcome to World Championship Wrestling. David Crockett along with Tony Schiavone. Tony, again, as always, a fantastic program.
We have champions and champions again here on World Championship Wrestling. You're going to see, first of all, the national heavyweight champion Ron Garvin as he teams up with Mad Dog Sawyer. Will be going to
You're hearing right there.
Mad Dog already. Also here today, the U.S. heavyweight champion Magnum TA. Also world heavyweight champion Nature Boy Ric Flair.
That's right, and that's not all. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, he's going to be here. Dick Slater, also the national tag team champions, Ole and Arn Anderson. Really, it can't get any better.
And world television champion Tully Blanchard with Baby Doll is Perfect 10. An exciting hour for you. Let's go to the ring.
And in the ring, there you see Mad Dog Sawyer, Ron Garvin, the Mad Dog pacing up and down. All right, right now, Tony, notice Ron Garvin. He's starting off, he has his wrist and fist taped. Remember what happened with Black Bart? He put that belt up, Garvin hit it, and really busted his hand open.
They're in against Randy Barber and Randy Barber's tag team partner, Mike Simani. Now as Garvin pushes him up against the ropes, you know, we asked Ron about that hand, and Ron said, well, it maybe has a few bones fractured. He's really trying to play it down like, you know, there's nothing really wrong with it, but you know it really has to hurt him.
That's right. All right, let's watch him every time he's in there and see what happens. That is his right hand. Oh, good move.
Big foot by Mad Dog Sawyer. Garvin out with a quick bend, but he can't get it. And now we're going to see Mad Dog Sawyer. Watch this man. Right in the
hand.
Small of the back.
Look at him lay him in. Takes him, throws him in the center of the ring. Oh, everybody loves the Mad Dog.
Mad Dog Sawyer with that howl of his. And now down goes Simani.
You notice that takedown, Tony? This man can wrestle. You know, you look at the Mad Dog and you say, well, you know, he is sort of crazy. But the guy's crazy like a fox. He can wrestle. He
really is. He really knows what he's doing in the ring. Don't let the exterior fool you at all, and the craziness of his attitude.
All right, you notice Garvin there. He used that right hand. He did not try to hit him with the fist. He had to use that open hand. His knuckles have got to hurt. Garvin takes him down.
Garvin stays on top of his man. Good reversal. Now you can tell that Garvin is trying to stay away from that hand as much as possible. Still, though, goes with that headlock.
He makes the tag to the Mad Dog. Whip him in. Come on. Good move. He gets out before the count. And that's what he has to do. Up. Suplex. On that mat. Goes over.
Only a 2 count, David. A high vertical suplex by the Mad Dog.
Now he cinches up. Look at him. He's got it. He's got it in there tight.
Now Simani from behind. That's where they want Mad Dog, but he picks him up.
Yes, he does. Carries him all the way over into their corner. Tags Garvin. Garvin's got him.
Another high suplex by the national heavyweight champion. Garvin down.
Bends him back over.
Only a 2 count that time. Simani pulls him by the hair, and now Tommy Young. Well, Tommy Young goes ahead and gives the count. That time Garvin looked for a minute like he had him pinned.
Again, it's an open hand. He will not clench that fist.
Well, that's the right hand that was injured. He used that last time. And an open hand right on the side of the chest. And now here's Mad Dog again. Oh, David, look here.
He's biting. And that's why they call him Mad Dog.
Right on the bridge of the nose. And right above it, as you can see, Simani reeling from that bite from the Mad Dog.
Nice takedown by the Mad Dog. Watch him ride. Look at him. Look at him now. He got it.
Well, he comes up with an arm bar that time. And now Mad Dog showing you how good of a amateur background he has, trying to roll the man over.
Now he picks him up by the hair.
Yeah, he just changes around right there on him. Oh, he knocks him right down with that big blow.
You notice Garvin there, he's got a different expression on his face. Look, maybe that hand's hurting him more than we think.
That time a suplex again by the Mad Dog. And he pulls him up, David, after one count.
There's got to be a reason for it. Let's Garvin in.
Both men holding him up that time, and two big left feet.
Takes him over, headlock. Hooks that arm.
Almost had a pin that time. Tony Young, as you can see, the referee checking. And now look at Simani. He's almost got Garvin over, almost had his shoulders to the mat that time. Not a bad move at all. Watch now as Garvin continues to work.
All right, the way that this teamwork of the Mad Dog, look at Garvin now pulling it, standing right on top of him.
Pulling the hand and the shoulder away as he was standing on the chest, and now an elbow.
Oh, no. Knocks all of it out.
Garvin now gets a hold of the leg, bends him back.
Look at, I know. Look at him.
Simani finally makes the ropes here. Now Tommy Young after the break of the ropes. There's the hand again, and David, it was an open hand that time. Still has a lot of power in that right hand of his.
He does. Whips him in. Scoop, slam, hard, down on the mat. Hooks the leg, he's got it.
It's the power slam from Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. Down goes Simani, and he is still down as the winners are Ron Garvin and Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. They're going to take a look, David, at that power slam again. No one can do it like Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer.
That is right. He gets him, he scoops him up, all of his weight, hard down him, and your winner, Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer and Ron Garvin.
We mentioned about champions here on the program today. Here's the U.S. heavyweight champion, Magnum TA.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, but I want to talk about something that's weighing very heavy on my mind. For as long as I can remember, the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship belt has been the most prestigious, the most respected title anyone could ever hope to attain, and I've always felt that way about it. Until recently, Ric Flair, who is the man who holds that very prestigious title, was also a man that I held a certain amount of respect for because he has defended that title for a long, long time now. But in the past few weeks, he's done some things that have changed my opinion greatly of him. On two separate occasions, I called him out. I called his hand. I wanted to see why he thought he was so much better than everybody else. And on both those occasions, he turned back my challenge. And then finally, when I did think he was going to accept the challenge, he resorted to a cheap shot. He tried to sucker punch me. Well, Ric Flair, as far as I'm concerned, where you're concerned, there's no more respect. And Ric Flair, Magnum TA, will be the world's champion.
Some serious comments from the U.S. heavyweight champion, Magnum TA, and we're coming right back. Don't go away. World Championship Wrestling, Talladega High School, Talladega, Alabama. Wednesday, June the 19th. It all starts at 8:30 in Talladega, Alabama at the Aquarama, Jekyll Island, Georgia. Monday, June the 17th at 8:30, a supercard on Jekyll Island, Georgia. The Convention Center, Cleveland, Ohio. Saturday, June the 15th at 8:30. Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, Superstar Billy Graham with Paul Jones, Ron Garvin, Black, many others in Cleveland. Michael Mickle Youth and Civic Center in Salisbury, Maryland. Friday, June the 14th at 8:15. Magnum TA, Tully Blanchard with Baby Doll, Nature Boy Buddy Landell, many others in Salisbury, Maryland. The Civic Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Wednesday, June the 12th at 8:30. World Heavyweight Champion Nature Boy Ric Flair. The American Dream Dusty Rhodes, many others in Philadelphia. American Legion Stadium in Florence, South Carolina. Saturday, June the 8th at 8:15. Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, the Barbarian, Cowboy Ron Bass, many others in Florence, South Carolina. The Civic Center in Albany, Georgia. Friday, June the 7th at 8:30. Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer, Thunderbolt Patterson, the RPM's, many others in Albany, Georgia. Georgia Mountain Center, Gainesville, Georgia. Tuesday, June the 4th at 8:30. Ron Garvin, Black Bart, Dick Slater, Pistol Pez Watley, many others in Gainesville, Georgia. And tonight at 8:30 in Cincinnati at the Cincinnati Gardens, you'll see Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer take on Nikita Koloff. Plus Ole and Art Anderson, Thunderbolt Patterson, the Raging Bull, many others tonight in Cincinnati. It's the NWA, the Major Leagues of Professional Wrestling.
The Adolph Coors Brewing Company of Golden, Colorado is proud to present the Coors Play of the Week. Thursday night, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. That's where Lord Stanley's Cup will rest for another year, as the Oilers beat the Philadelphia Flyers 8-3 to take their second straight Stanley Cup. Wayne Gretzky had a goal and 3 assists in the 5th and deciding game. He takes home the Conn Smythe Award with a record-shattering 47-point playoff performance. For all the sports of the week, catch the Coors Sports page. Sunday night at 10:05 p.m. Eastern, right here on the Superstation.
This is the reason there's only one Coors brewery in the world. When this snow melts, it'll flow through miles of porous rock and sand. This natural filtration helps create a clarity, a purity that's so remarkable, Coors doesn't have to do a thing to their water. Rocky Mountain Spring Water helps give Coors a difference worth tasting. When you want a beer that's a little less heavy, never bitter, but with all the spirit of a great beer, Coors is the one.
Last night, while you slept, the zits came out like stars. The Big Dipper. The Little Dipper. The North Star. To win the Star Wars once and for all, get Oxy 10 with benzoyl peroxide, the strongest acne medicine you can buy, to dry up zits and help keep new zits from forming. Maximum strength Oxy 10 helps keep the stars where they belong, in the sky.
And 3 salami sandwiches. Oh, I'm starting a new film today. A streetcar named Linguini. Mozzarella. So I'm packing a light lunch in my Ziploc sandwich bags. Oh, pickles. You see, because of the unique zipper seal, Ziploc sandwich bags can protect lots more than salami sandwiches.
Ziploc. We've got the lock on food protection.
You always have quite a combination when you put these two men together. I'm talking about Dick Slater and this man, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, you know, Tony, you got the best combination. We talking about the Russians. All over this country, the word is thousands of letters are coming in talking about Ivan Koloff, Nikita Koloff, and Khrushchev, the Russians, and the World Tag Team titles. Dick Slater and myself took the World Tag Team titles just recently from these two men and have referee problems. Now then, we talking about 2 referees. We talking about wanting some justice. We want justice.
There's going to be no more problem like that. So you're looking at the rightful world's heavyweight champion standing here right now. Now, the Koloffs know this, and they're in trouble when it comes to 2 referees because it's bottoms up for us. They're going to have to do something now themselves. We know what we're going to do. We're going to win them titles.
Let's take a look right now at this match. We talking about in progress here and how it went and how this all came about.
Okay, let's take a look at that match that Dusty's talking about. Dusty?
You see right here, Nikita Koloff, probably one of the strongest men in the world, one of the most violent men, one of the Russians right here, and big Ivan Koloff, the Russian bear, the coach, the master right there. And Dusty Rhodes, Nikita Koloff now outside taking care of business. You see right here also now, I'm trying to take this man, took him to death, Jack, and Dick Slater. One of the referees is out on the floor.
I have got Ivan Koloff right where I want him. And right here you'll see I suplex Ivan Koloff right in the ring, right on top. And the referee rolls in there. 1, 2, 3. That's a victory for us. That's us being the world champions. That's important to us.
Well, it's obvious right there, 1, 2, 3. Mike Fever came in and counted him out.
Now you're going to see here in a minute. You're going to see here in a minute. There we are. There we are. World champions right there. World champion Dusty Rhodes, Dick Slater. Right there with the greatest tag team there ever was put together. The greatest one is standing right here, right now. And the Russians better learn fast. And they better learn quick. When it comes to 2 referees, when it talks about the Russians versus Dick Slater and Dusty Rhodes, you gentlemen are losers.
We coming for you. The world title belongs to us. We coming after as many referees as you want, Daddy. We getting ready to get real funky with it.
All right. Well, you saw it. They won it right there in the middle of the ring, David.
Believe what they say.
Yes, sir. And now let's go back to the ring.
And in the ring, the United States Heavyweight Champion, Magnum TA. And he is ready.
Going up against Larry Clark. Boy, you're talking about a powerful man. He just picked him up and a drop kick.
Tony, he's fantastic. America's heartthrob. Magnum TA, belly-to-belly suplex. Hooks the leg. He has the pin.
It's that quick right here on World Championship Wrestling. Magnum TA lit into Larry Clark like a flurry. We heard from him earlier. Look at the serious look on his face as he leaves the ring. He's a man that means business. And now we're going to take a look at the most famous move in wrestling today, the belly-to-belly suplex. And the winner, the U.S. Heavyweight Champion, Magnum TA. World Championship Wrestling, Bull Ryan Stadium, Youngstown, Ohio, a gigantic card. Thursday, June the 13th. It all starts at 8:30 in Youngstown, Ohio. York Fairgrounds in York, Pennsylvania. Tuesday, June the 11th at 8 o'clock. Dick Slater, Ole Anderson, many others in York, Pennsylvania. A gigantic card returns to the Civic Center in Wheeling, West Virginia. Sunday, June the 9th at 8:30. World Heavyweight Champion Nature Boy Ric Flair, Dick Slater, many others in Wheeling, West Virginia. Seacrest Auditorium, Zanesville, Ohio. Saturday, June the 8th at 8:30. Ron Garvin, Black Bart, Thunderbolt Patterson, many others in Zanesville, Ohio. The Omni in Atlanta, Sunday, June the 2nd at 8:30, a return match for the NWA World Tag Team title. Ivan and Nikita Koloff defend against the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and Dick Slater with 2 referees. That's at the Omni in Atlanta. And tonight in Boston, Lynn Manning Stadium, a gigantic card at 7:30 in Boston. It's the NWA, the Major Leagues of Professional Wrestling.
Dishwashing can make hands feel awful. One reason might be your dishwashing liquid. Some have more harsh ingredients than others. Hands can feel red, rough, cracked. Do dishes the Ivory way. The simple truth about Ivory liquid is hand-loving suds. Famous for cleaning dishes without all those harsh ingredients. Your hands can feel soft and smooth because Ivory liquid is easier on them than the other leading brands. Ivory suds have the difference you can feel.
Wash and go. You're a guy who's on the go. You wash and go, hell, let's know. Everywhere that you go. You wash and go, hell, let's know.
Pert, that's what you want for hair on the go. Pert adds a drop of instant action conditioning, so all you do is wash and go.
Wash and go, hair looks good on you. With style and freedom. Wash and go with Pert. Wash and go.
Hey, Bobby, toss me the flashlight. Here, catch.
One reason why a Durabeam flashlight is so dependable is because it's so incredibly rugged. Another reason is it comes with Duracell batteries that'll work, even after lying around unused for 2 years.
I can't believe you threw that. You said toss me the flashlight.
Durabeam from Duracell. It really works when you need it.
America's team, the Atlanta Braves, swing into action against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Live at 7:05 p.m. Eastern on Superstation WTBS tonight. Monday, don't sit down to the same old show. Try America's funniest new comedy, Safe at Home. It's hot. It's hilarious. And it's happening. 6:35 p.m. Eastern on Superstation WTBS. Monday and every Monday.
And here's a reminder, don't miss the best of World Championship Wrestling tomorrow night, 7:05 Eastern, right here on the Superstation. And a reminder that next week we'll be with you for 2 full hours right here on World Championship Wrestling. Only 1 hour today, but 2 full hours next week on World Championship Wrestling. Speaking of World Championships and World Champions, here he is, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair. And
Tony, let's be realistic for a minute. Am I cooking, huh? I mean, take a look at this, huh? Is this what's happening in professional wrestling, huh? You can buy these anytime you want for about $10,000, $11,000. I got 15 of them. You know why? Because I'm the World Heavyweight Champion. Now, we can talk about a lot of people in wrestling, but we're going to talk about one because he's the best, the most well-known, the best-looking, the best-dressed. As a matter of fact, when he was coming through the airport today, he heard all the Eastern Airlines stewards just stand in the corner, you know, gawking like this. They were saying, Rambo who? when Ric Flair walked by. Then, you know, Slick, as in Slick Rick, the world heavyweight champion. Not Harley Race, not Dusty Rhodes, not Magnum TA, not Kerry Von Erich, not Dick Slater, not Ron Garvin, but yours truly, Ric Flair, the world's heavyweight champion. You know, I deal with my opponents a little bit like I handle my love life. I make sure I leave a lasting impression. You understand what I'm telling you guys? When you sign a contract to wrestle the world heavyweight champion, you better be prepared to be in the ring with the best. Now, we put together a composite. You know me, these people here at WTBS, they're all Ric Flair fans. They all know I'm the world champion. They all know I'm the best. I'm just like the LA Lakers. I'm the greatest thing going today. So let's roll this film one time, and I'm going to show you some of the most, as a matter of fact, 4 are the most memorable points in my entire career. There I am, right there, huh? Looking as only I can look. That right there is Starrcade 83, right there. Ric Flair, you know, Greensboro, North Carolina, Starrcade 83, the biggest grossing wrestling event of all time, right there. Oh, and there it is. 1, 2, 3. Ric Flair, there he is. He beats 7-time world champion Harley Race. He beat the legend. That's me. I beat the legend. That was the title for the second time. Now, here I am again, Tony. I'll let you talk about that. My girls, here I am right here. Kerry Von Erich, huh? The modern-day warrior. He goes for the pin. But Ric Flair, he outsmarts him. Flair brings him over. 1, 2, 3. For the 3rd time, the world heavyweight champion. Now, let's bring on one of the high points of my life. Probably the 2nd biggest point of my life. Right here, the $1 million match. The first $1 million contest ever. Joe Frazier, special referee. He calls for the belt. Ric Flair gets his hand raised to victory. He beats Dusty Rhodes half to death. You see Joe there? Joe Frazier, see that? Former world right there. Calling for the belt, brother. Ric Flair keeps opening up, keeps dealing. Dusty Rhodes trying to come back. Hey, poor Dust, I can't help it. Dust, Joe called it the way he saw it.
That's right.
The first $1 million purse. Now, you watch Joe go over there and raise my hand. Let's stay real calm and cool here. I never get excited.
He's checking.
There it is. You see that? The winner of the first $1 million purse. Now, the greatest night in my life, right here. You know what that is right there?
Magnum
Huh?
TA.
Is that the U.S. champion? Is that the heartthrob, huh? Well, who's on top right there?
You are, Ric Flair.
Who's on top? Oh, geez. I got a pair of my $800 alligator shoes on. Looking as only I can look. Magnum TA. Oh, you know, Tony, looking like I look and being as great as I am, you can understand why I get so excited about myself and why I like teaching these young lions lessons. Right there. Oh, just gave him a little of that alligator across the face, right? Ric Flair. You know, we all know Magnum TA told the whole world. And you can understand, this was a big moment in my life. Magnum TA told the whole world if he got Ric Flair, the world champion in the ring, that he'd show him why he was the #1 contender. Well, he had his chance. Now, let me tell you something right here, okay? Because Magnum TA, we know, does not have a lot of class. And because I want Magnum TA to represent our sport the way a champion should, and to show him, Tony, and to show him there's no hard feelings. Okay. You know, I buy my clothes at Michael's in Kansas City and Franco's up in Richmond. I had my tailors put together just a rough outline. But this cost me $1,500. A rough outline of a custom-made suit. Here you go, shirt, everything. You give this to Magnum, you tell him he can stop by my tailors anytime. And because I want him to be a class act, I will absorb the expense of getting this fitted just right. You pass that on to Magnum. I'm going to get in the ring and show you once again, Tony. Why? Woo! Why? I'm the world champion, brother.
The heavyweight champion of the world, Nature Boy Ric Flair, and I don't know if I've ever seen him feeling as good as he feels right now, David.
Tony, you're right. He is psyched up. He's ready.
Hey, tell him Slick Rick in the room tonight.
Ric Flair.
Slick Rick, the world heavyweight champion. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
He's in against George South, and here he goes. He's feeling good.
Yes,
you know, he should feel good. He looked at some videotape of some of his biggest moments in his career.
And that is right. right, he backs up. Watch this. Drops that knee right across the head of George South. Ric Flair, the world heavyweight champion. You saw it where he won it from Dusty Rhodes. Excuse me, he won it from Harley Race. That match with Dusty Rhodes, where Joe Frazier was the referee. Now that was some match too.
And then also in Tokyo, when he regained a title from Kerry Von Erich. And the thing that he was the biggest night of his life was what he did to Magnum TA right here on Nationwide.
Well, we all know what happened there and why it happened. All right, South though. Let's see if the world heavyweight champion goes down. South is ready.
George South, and now Flair backs away from him.
You know, you said when Rick got in that ring, he was high, he was ready, he was psyched up. South is too. Now Rick starts to pound away. Takes his time. This is the world heavyweight champion. What about the suit that he left for Magnum? He had it custom made.
$1,500 suit right here in front of us, along with his shirt, the tie. Ric Flair. He is one fantastic dresser. There's no doubt about that. And now out goes George South down on the floor.
Rick's right out after him. All right, shot to the chest.
Now you know why I'm the world champion, brother.
Well, walks over towards us, says, now you know why I'm the world champion. Can't deny him that. He is rugged and tough. He is the world champion. He has George South reeling. But he also has one man very upset, and a man we heard from earlier.
Got him up. Magnum, TA.
Now that time with the head scissors, had a 2 count on George South.
All right, Magnum TA, what he did to Magnum, what Rick did to Magnum. He hadn't forgotten. You know, you talked to him earlier. Wait a minute.
Like I said before, you are my time, you find me a opponent.
Okay, well now he says, you want my time, you find me an opponent. Down is South, the big elbow from the champion on top of South. A 2 count, and George South kicks out. And now continuing to apply pressure to the arms.
Tony, look what's coming. Look what's coming.
Here comes the U.S. heavyweight champion, Magnum. This is from Ric Flair. He said to give this to you, that he bought it, and he thought that maybe, now he says that maybe you should dress a little bit better, and for you to have that suit and the tie and the shirt. Now, they are very nice clothes, but that's what he said right before he walked in the ring. He said he wanted you, as the U.S. heavyweight champion, to show a little bit more class, and that's what he said.
You know, I'm overwhelmed by this. You know, I don't think I've ever even had a suit like this in my hands before. But you know, I've always kind of been outlaw. You know, I've kind of dressed for the occasion, and I haven't ever had too many occasions to be in any fancy duds like this. But it's really quite impressive, isn't it?
It really is. That's an expensive suit right there that he bought.
Tailor-made, he says, huh?
Tailor-made.
Well, I don't know. You think this would fit me?
I have no idea if it would or not. Probably would.
All right, Flair's got him in the stretch.
That is a gorgeous suit.
Well, you know, he's always seemed to have a great deal of concern
Rick's got him up.
about
Rick's
my
got him up to
personal
suplex.
dress.
Hard down on the mat.
This is really quite a gesture on his part, isn't it?
It really is. Now you see him in the ring.
Here he goes. Wait a minute, Tony. You setting him up. Figure 4. Close him in. He's got it locked.
Figure 4 leg lock. Magnum TA is here at ringside. He has the suit in hand. The bell rings. The match is over.
You know what? This means so much to me. I think I ought to go up the ring right now and express my appreciation to Mr. Flair for this gesture.
Okay, go ahead, Magnum. Magnum's on his way up with the suit and the shirt. Now he's at ringside. Flair has his back turned. There he goes.
You like that, huh?
There he goes with the suit, David.
Oh.
Beautiful shirt.
Look at Magnum complimenting Flair on the shirt and the suit that Flair gave him.
You gonna try it on right here, man? I like that piece of work. You probably can't find quality like this just
Okay.
I mean,
oh no! 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 He is ripping that suit to threads. Magnum TA. Look at the face of the champion. Look at the face of the champion. Oh, no. That suit cost over $1,500.
Belly to belly. He did it. Belly to belly. The champion, world heavyweight champion, Ric Flair is down.
He is down from that belly to belly, and that was quick as lightning.
Magnum's got the belt. Magnum has the world's heavyweight championship.
Down goes Flair. Here comes U.S. heavyweight champion. That was incredible.
you tell our illustrious world champion when he gets his composure back together, the world's belt's right here waiting for him. But the next time I put my hands on this belt, I'll earn it, Jack.
All right, as he said, the world's heavyweight belt is right here waiting for him. That was incredible. He rips up the suit. Here he comes, the heavyweight champion.
Nobody insults me. You understand where I'm coming from? This is me, the world champion. Get that smart look off your face. He's nothing but a low-class thief. Nobody touches the world belt.
What?
Nobody touches it without earning it. Get that belt back here right now.
Rick, now wait a second.
Wait a minute. Nobody stole your belt. Nobody stole it.
It's right here. He left this for you. He said,
left it for you. He didn't steal it.
Here's your belt.
Rick, though, wait a minute. He said next time he's going to be world champion when he takes it.
There he goes. The heavyweight champion of the world, Nature Boy Ric Flair. He went right down in the ring from that belly-to-belly from Magnum TA.
That is something. We'll be back with more right after this.
To make it on the country scene, you've got to be good. To score 10 #1 hits on the country charts, you've got to be great. To be North America's favorite country headliner, you've got to be Eddie Rabbit. A singer, a songwriter, Eddie Rabbit weaves his country charm into 16 of his greatest hits. The Eddie Rabbit Collection.
Rocky Mountain music fills my memory. Every which way but loose, you turn me. Every which way but loose. And I remember our first embrace. Taking my baby off of my mind. Step by step, you and her love.
The music that made him famous. Yours through this special TV offer.
I get the suspicion. And I've got $2 in the jukebox, $5 in a bottle. 'Cause I love a rainy night.